I'm Jody Sanders from American Patchwork and Quilting. Today's video is being brought to you by Baby Lock and the Crescendo machine. What does Scotch tape, washi tape, little binder clips, and wonder clips all have in common? They may be items that you have around your house, and they're going to help us today sew on vinyl. Stay tuned, we're going to show you some tips and tricks and how to use these items. So you may have seen that there are some fun laminated cottons or vinyls on the market right now, and they can be used to make a variety of things. But there are a couple of things you need to know with sewing with vinyl or laminated cottons, and we want to give you a couple of tips today. Number one is getting your sewing machine foot itself ready. Now, you may have a Teflon foot. That's a special foot that you can buy. And if you've got one of those, that's probably the best thing that you can use with sewing on vinyl or laminated cotton. But if you don't have one of those, what we're going to show you today is how to use common Scotch tape. So we're going to take a little bit of tape. You don't need very much, just enough to go on the back side. Now, the one thing that you do want to be careful of is that you don't want to cover up the hole where your needle is going to be going up and down. So you can see here, I've just put the tape across most of the back side of the foot itself. When you turn the foot around, there's the front. So on the back side here, it's kind of toward that back. And we've left the opening clear, so when the needle goes up and down into the vinyl, you don't have to worry about it going through tape. And again, this is just another option to help that foot glide evenly over that vinyl, particularly when you're doing zippers. If maybe you're making a bag or a pouch and you're sewing on the right side of that vinyl, it sometimes can make your foot drag a little bit. So this is a nice trick to try when sewing on the right side of vinyl. When you're sewing with vinyl, you also don't want to use pins. So typically to put things together, you would put right sides together and use some pins. In this case, what we're going to do with the laminated cotton is you have several options actually. You can use a small binder clip, and these are really great because a lot of people have these in their home, and so you can use the small binder clip to hold your pieces together, and you could put a couple more down the side, and then you would just sew your seam right along that, and it will keep your pieces together without puncturing any holes in it like a pin would do. If you don't have binder clips, a lot of quilters like the wonder clips, and they come in a larger size. There's also a little mini version that's a little narrower. Either one of those will work, and again, just putting several of those along the side where you want to sew, and then you're not puncturing it with pins, and then that fabric doesn't come back and you'd have those holes in there. So the wonder clips are also a great option for holding your pieces together. Another thing you can use is washi tape. Washi tape is a low tack tape. Most of the time it's decorative, so you can find it at all kinds of places right now have washi tape, and it's very easy to tear. You just tear a little piece off, and you can again put your pieces together, and then you can use the washi tape to just hold your pieces together like that. And then again, you would just sew down your seam until you got to the very end. And again, it's another alternative for not using pins when you're working with vinyl. We've included a link below for a really cute pouch that's made with the laminated cottons. It could be for jewelry or it could be for makeup, and you might be able to use some of these items and tips that we've shown you today to make that